Welcome to the 15th Churchwide Assembly of the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America. We celebrate the many people who first called this land home: the Potawatomi, Ojibwe, Ottawa, Fox, Ho-Chunk, Menominee, Sauk, and Oneida. We remember the tragedies they endured and find inspiration in their resilience in overcoming ongoing struggles today. We honor their place in and their contributions to the shared story of this land. At our last churchwide assembly, this church body repudiated the doctrine of discovery. This was a first step into making right relationships. We have begun to engage a time of learning and of humbling ourselves. At this assembly, we've created space in room 101C for all assembly participants to deepen their understanding of the oppression and colonized histories lived and remembered by American Indian and Alaska Native peoples. Now we take this moment to pause and honor the nation tribes whose land we are on today. Under the theme, We Are Church, we assemble as God's children and give thanks to God for Christ's death and resurrection, which redeems us from sin and death, setting us free so we may serve God by serving the neighbor. That's what it means to be church. At this assembly, we will observe the successful completion of the Always Being Made New, the campaign for the ELCA, and recognize significant anniversaries. So they used to have the sign up there. Come on Wednesday, there's gonna be fireworks. Oh, that was a surprise. All right. We also recognize significant anniversaries, including the 50th anniversary of the decision to ordain women, the 40th anniversary of the ordination of the first woman of color, and the 10th anniversary of this church's decision to remove barriers to ordination for people in same-gender marriages. This is not just a celebration for women or women of color or for the LGBTQIA community, just as the decisions to welcome and receive the gifts for ministry are not just about women or women of color or the LGBTQIA+ community. These are decisions of this whole church, and this is a celebration for the whole church. This church has been blessed by the ministry of those formerly excluded. The psalmist says that we are fearfully and wonderfully made, and sometimes the fearfully gets in the way of the wonderfully. There's still work to do. We have a ways to go. Martin Luther said, "This life, therefore, is not righteousness, but growth in righteousness, not health, but healing, not rest, but exercise. We are not yet what we shall be, but we are growing toward it. The process is not yet finished, but it is going on. This is not the end, it's the road. All does not yet gleam in glory, but all is being purified. Let's celebrate." As we open this assembly, I pray our time together and our work together will be holy, meaningful, and done for the sake of the gospel in this church and around the world. We are on holy ground. We invoke the Spirit. The Spirit is already here. We just need to open our hearts to receive that. Let's now turn to the order for opening of the assembly. You'll find it on page 1 of your worship and song plenary book. We will be singing, "O Holy Spirit, Enter In." It's on page 34 of the worship and song booklet. You're invited to stand.